doing tonight? Yes? Okay, listen. I know we're fucking tired, all right? Are we tired? Who cheer if you're fucking exhausted right now? All right, excellent. Remember, this isn't therapy. We can be honest with each other, right? That's okay, right? We're fucking exhausted. And that's actually the whole reason that we're here, is to get some anger out on the table, to reaffirm the reason why we are magic and we are the reason why this province has a future. It's the people sitting in this room, and we know that, right? We know that at like a core sense of who we are. But we're human beings, and so sometimes you need to get that shit out, and it's okay to admit that it's difficult, right? This stuff isn't easy, or everybody would do it. Oh, wait, we all need everybody, so we all need all of you to put a little bit of effort into all these pieces, right? But there's a bunch of different things that we can do, but remember, there's something fundamentally important about this work, right? This future that we want to create, and the way that we want to defend the future that we know is not only possible, but is rightfully ours. Yeah. Right? We are the people of this place. We deserve dignity. We deserve healthcare and education and reassurances that our kids are going to grow up in a world that meets them where they're at in ways that we never got to experience, right? That's what we're here to do. But in a lot of ways, that takes a long time, right? There's a lot of like 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and the thing that's going to keep you together is the audacity to choose joy anyway when it feels really hard to do so. Right? The audacity, right? And there is something at the Stonewall riots. One of these most famous visions that we get of the Stonewall riots is actually this line of drag queens that were singing a parody of the Howdy Doody theme song coming towards riot cops. What they were doing is getting everybody who was slower than them out of the way, right? But think about the audacity of this, right? The furor and like the warrior aspect of this incredible feminine power just being like, try it. You know, that is where we come from. That's the spirit of what we're doing here today. And so fundamentally, I want to say, listen, I know that we're tired. That's okay, right? But we're going to make it through this. We're going to win. That's without question, right? We've already won in big, important, amazing ways. And there's lots of people in this room that are the reason that this happened. So choose the audacity of who we are, okay? Because it's hard to do, not because it's easy to do. Right? And sometimes, especially for those of you that are kinky, the hard thing is really fun if you do it right. So, there are lots and lots of ways for us to find an excuse to laugh and to celebrate. Tonight is going to be one of those nights, but feel your feelings, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Or bottle them up for Thanksgiving and give them a fucking lecture. I don't care. Okay? It's coming. We know that, like, it's ticking right in the back of somebody's mind. But, okay. The show today is happening in a really important and special place. And here's the important thing about this. Queer people have only got their rights by working in partnership with others. And the Indigenous community is a place where we have friendship and connection and foundations. And we should take the opportunity to see their struggles as our struggles and see the opportunity to build bridges between each other, right? And so today, this show is taking place on what we colonially call Treaty 7 territory, known as the Blackfoot Confederacy, which includes the Kainai, the Piikani, the Siksika, the Tsuut'ina First Nations, as well as the Wesley, Bearspaw, and Goodstoney First Nations, and Métis Region, or Métis District, like the Hunger Games, not a joke, just true, 5 and 6, easy to remember that way, right? And we learn the names of our neighbors because they are our allies in the fight that we inevitably have coming for all of us, right? And remember, disability advocatism is queer advocatism, anti-racism is queer advocatism, right? These are all activist principles. Yeah. And so take the opportunity in the small conversations in your life. I know it's scary to have them, to make that effort to try, because our future is going to be thousands of things we do together. So, speaking of that, let's have a big dirty gay show. So let's do some drag. All right. Now, tonight is special. I have a very good friend of mine here tonight. Some of you may be familiar with Shane on You, I would imagine. And we're going to do a whole bunch of different things tonight. There's going to be parody. There's going to be drag. There's going to be burlesque. There's going to be a reason for you to vote, which is you should fucking vote. That's the only reason that you need. Let's be super clear, right? Vote for people whose best interests are not at heart by people in power. That is how you vote. Whatever that feels good in your conscience, do that. Also, don't vote for the conservatives. But let's just be clear. The show is titled discreetly, I think, personally, based on my feelings right now. I could have called it a lot of other things, but I didn't. So